Hey everybody, it's me, Wobblecock. So I was taking a look today. Olrin sent me this footage, so you get to see his point of view from a hunter. This is the Heiggen fight, and I want to go over a little bit like what is happening here and what's causing the deaths. Lachlan and I went over it a little bit. Looks like we can fix it. This is very fixable. I just think maybe it's a positioning thing. I don't think it's for lack of people trying or anything like that or not moving fast enough. But I think I've noticed that most people are getting clipped right at the beginning of the fast dance. So the slow dance, it looks like everyone's pretty much got that down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take this through uh, break through the fight and see where things kind of go wrong, and I can pause it and everything and kind of circle with my mouse, which I think is coming up on the screen. So let's take a look at it, and yeah, just a warning that there might be an F bomb during this from Olrin. So let's take a look. All right, so here we are. We're getting ready to go in. As we go. So the beginning of the fight going just fine here. So I have my mouse out and I'll try to like point and pause. All right. So the first part of the fight's really good. You see Cecily back here, nice positioning way back. Good. Remember to try to position as far back on the platform as you can. All right. So we go from part one. This is position two. Boom. Okay. As you notice, yeah, sometimes he's kind of wonky where he doesn't like move from right away from two to three. No big deal. Everything's going as planned here, except for the folks that are getting killed in the tunnel, which is a whole other separate issue we'll have to address later. But this is the main thing that's killing our raid. So there's four. Okay, moving back to three. All right, and here goes, yeah. Damage is good at this point. All right, moving to two. Oop, and here's someone re-entering the fight. Do they make it in time? They do. Good job, whoever that was. And we're going back to one. Okay, so I'm going to pause right here. So here is the issue. One of the issues that I see happening. So right here, if you see my mouse, this is section one. So he's going to go all the way over to four, come back to one, and then he'll come back to two. From now on, we're going to play as if that's going to be the last eruption. And we're going to play for, instead of like coming over anticipating maybe a three, the melee should head back to one after this. Well, not this one. I'll show you guys. Sorry. They're in position one here. Boom. Okay. Then we're going to go to position two, like this. And then as soon as this goes off, bam. All right, right here. This is the point. We're going to have the raid play as if we have not had a third one happen here. What's happening is we have people that are going over to here to position three just in case, and that's a problem because if that eruption doesn't happen, if that eruption does not happen, then you got to run all the way back here. Actually, even if it doesn't happen, you've got to run all the way back to one, and by the time you get there, you're probably already dead. All right, so at this point, after that eruption goes off, all the casters should come down here, and all the melee should come back to position one. And I'm going to show you here. This is the part where everyone's getting killed, right? See, as you see, everyone's going over, and the teleport's already happened, so that's no good. So we're just going to play it as if, yeah. So now you see there's some people over here. I don't know who this is, but they're way out of position. And it's no fault of their own. They didn't know. Right? So there's a lot of people like making this huge run when it doesn't need to happen. So what I'm going to show you something. So here's the beginning of the fast dance. Boom. I'm going to pause right here. Right here. Okay. You see this little clump here? This is where Lachlan is, and him and I talked, and he agrees. Maybe I think him and I kind of agreed. This is way too far over to start. Remember, with spell batching and the way and leeway and all that stuff, you cannot be behind in any possible way during this. We're already up against it when this is starting. So you can see here too, there's some people that are here. They're already out of position. Like they're already at a loss here. I don't know who these three people are, but whatever. This is why we're gonna do the new strat at the end of this. So all these folks here, most of them are gonna die at after the second eruption goes off because they're too far back already. The correct positioning is right here. Just like Kane's video, there's a square here. From here, here, and here. You can see it. So you locate the edge of the platform right here. And then this is right here, right in the bottom right corner of that little square is where you want to start the fast stance. You want to be standing here, ready to go. And with our new strat of what I just discussed earlier, this should be possible. We all want to be right here. All right. So you'll see. Watch this whole group. Watch what happens after the first, after during the second eruption. So here's the first. Boom. See, a couple people got eaten right here, maybe two, and now these people, the folks back here, have to get all the way here to this crack. I mean, you have to come all the way here from over here before the next eruption. And with leeway, it's going to be bad. So watch what happens. Watch how many people die here. All right, we're coming back. And especially if you're back here already. Do not watch. We might have to do no marks because don't watch the mark. If you watch the mark, you're going to be too late. It takes an extra half second almost to see Lachlan or myself or anyone moving because of latency. So here it is. And the next eruption's just about to go out. These people are, and boom. So you already have folks in the back that were way off, right? Now, if you're not almost to this little crack right here, by the time this goes off, you're probably dead. Watch this. Look at all these people. Watch this area right here. They all look safe, right? Like they look like they made it. Watch. Boom. All dead. This whole entire group. If you don't reach this crack by the time the eruption goes off, you're going to get hit. So, just going to back it up a little. Right. Starting in this bottom corner right here where my mouse is, that's where you want to be positioned once this starts. Your first goal is to make it to this little intersection, like in Kane's video, this little T. What? Everyone that kind of makes it at least close to there is alive. Boom. Watch. Anyone back here, like up to this point, is probably dead. Watch. Pass to the left of my mouse. Yep. Some people got caught with spell batching, but you got to be there before the eruption goes off. All right, so your next target from there is this line right here. So you'll see, boom. All right, then your next, you can't see it because of the chain, but this next little line here is your next goal, and you can see from here on out. Watch all the dead people. Boom, and look at all everyone died to that. And here's our next goal right here. Boom, and then here. This little spot right here along this line. All you got to do is get right there. Boom. And then back here to this line here. Bam. And then we're coming to this intersection right here. Boom. And then back to this little square right there. He went too far. See, Lauren went a little too far here. Not a big deal. Not too far, but this back, you just need to be in this little bottom part of this box. And back to this crack. Boom, and you'll see here at the end, and we'll elicit a curse word out of Ulrich here. Is he? I think he loses his mouse on the way back here. Boom, stop. Okay, back to this line here. Boom, yep. And now he's gonna come here, and he's right, and he gets stuck in an auto shot, or his mouse gets clicked somewhere, and watch, he gets stuck. He can't move because his mouse gets stuck, and he eats it. All right, so. Now at the end, we're going to play as if it is going to do an extra eruption. So we all go over to up here. Then you're going to come back here. And then because of spell batching, he's going to do an extra one. So you need to come here. Melee. Here's the, melee. There's a couple paths you can go. All right, so let me fast forward it. We're going to come here. Boom. And then everyone's going to come here to this last spot. And he's going to come down. Here's the eruption. Boom. All right, melee. You have two options. You can try to make it all the way back to that first position when he's coming down, or you can come up, rejoin the casters, until you feel safe, and then re-enter the fight, fighting Heiggen after the first eruption, or you can try to make it back to position one. The choice is up to you. So you can either come up on the platform at this point, or try to run back and get in position. But as you can see, here he comes. Boom. Everyone goes back. Lachlan should make it back in time. He does. But look at this whole group. What's awful is, see, it's not where you. So just as a it's not just as a closing remark. It's not where you end up. Like where you die is not where you're actually dying. Like spell batching or leeway, whatever you want to call it. You're taking the hit, and then the game's kind of still letting you move. When that eruption goes off, you need to be at this point, like that second one. You can't be like running and then be like, oh, I ended up here when like after the eruption. That's it's too late at that point. You got to be here when it goes off. So yeah. So I know that it's been causing some problems. No big deal. I think we're gonna clean it up next time. I know this has gone on a little long, but thanks for listening, guys, and hopefully this helps a little bit in the future.